But sometimes we don't really understand how do we get to that level where we're perfecting in the holiness of God. But Scripture simply says that we need to prepare our minds. We need to be sober-minded. We need to set our hopes completely on the grace that will be brought to us through the revelation of Jesus Christ. We must be obedient to God, not conforming to sin, and understand the call of God to holy living. When we prepare our minds for action, that simply means that we gird up the loins of our minds. This really means that we as a church need to get our minds right and get our thinking together. And we do this by rejecting the hindrances of the world and focusing on the future hope that we have in God. We have to prepare our minds for action. But the Church of Jesus Christ also must be sober-minded. To be sober-minded means our minds must be rooted in being steadfast. We must exercise self-control. We must have clarity in mind and clarity in our thinking. We must be sober-minded. On this pathway to holiness, we have to be prepared to prepare our minds for action. We have to be sober-minded, but we have to set our hopes completely on the grace. That means 100% on the grace that will be brought to us at the revelation of Jesus Christ. To me, there's no doubt. There's no doubt we're going to go through struggle. There's no doubt we're going to go through hardship. There's no doubt that everybody ain't going to like us. But in the midst of our struggles, we are to be anticipating the return of Jesus Christ. If we woke up every morning thinking on the things of Jesus, oh, how different this world might be. Not only that, but we must be obedient. That means we're not conforming to what we want. We are focused on what God wants. Too many times we are focused on what we want. And not focused on what God wants. See, what we want might be good. But what God wants is holy. Goodness does not equal holiness. Goodness cannot get you through the gates. Goodness cannot keep you from hell. Only Christ. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. That simply means I cannot stand on my own goodness. Because my goodness is not the same thing as salvation. But not only must I be obedient, I must understand the calling of God. Do we understand the calling of God? God is calling us to be like him. No ifs, no ands, and no buts. He said, be holy, for I am holy. I am requiring you to be striving for what I am. You can never be what I am, but you need to be perfecting in what I am. So one who loves the Lord will always express the goodness of the Lord to other people. Why? Because the Lord has done great things for us. Do I have a witness in the house that God has done some great things? I know that he woke us up this morning. We were clothed in our right mind. You used to be sick in your body. You got a little money in the bank. God has done great things. He has done exceedingly, abundantly, above all that we can ask or think. We serve a good God on today that is worthy to be